The Solheid project in Belgium created this hydrogen solar panel as an all-in-one solution for producing pure green hydrogen using only solar energy and air. It overcomes numerous difficulties by replacing large-scale, expensive battery systems with short battery life. However, the new hydrogen solar panels are especially appealing to residential users since they enable decentralized hydrogen production for any household. Hydrogen may be a more efficient energy storage option to battery systems, but it may also be profitable to sell as green hydrogen becomes more significant in decarbonizing heavy industries and transportation. But how exactly does this new hydrogen solar panel function? What are the advantages over traditional solar panels? Is hydrogen a trustworthy alternative to traditional battery storage, even for home users? In today's video, we'll find out. Today, the United States is the largest natural gas consumer, accounting for 21.7% of total consumption, with 37% used for electric power generation. Natural gas is one of the most important energy sources of our day, accounting for 33% of total consumption. With the situation in Ukraine, worldwide gas prices have soared, particularly in Europe. Because of this geopolitical energy dependence, Belgian researchers were able to construct a solar panel capable of producing synthetic gas in 2023. We can't live without natural gas because it powers the majority of our energy infrastructure. However, we may use methods to consistently cut our natural gas consumption. Green hydrogen is the most important because it can be converted into synthetic gas, also known as syngas. But there's more to it later in the video. First, we must comprehend how the hydrogen solar panel for every household operates. The hydrogen panel, according to the Belgian researchers, is tiny, modular, and excellent for decentralized hydrogen production. Unlike traditional solar panels, which transfer extra electricity into the power grid or store it in batteries, the Solheid panels use the photocatalytic water splitting process, sometimes known as artificial photosynthesis. The Solheid panel, which absorbs water from the humidity in the air, requires only air and sunlight to make hydrogen. Water molecules in the air are trapped by the materials within the panel and enter the vise through these side apertures. Because the highest humidity is often at night, the collected water is stored in a tube system for later use. During the day, the photocatalyst is activated by sunlight to divide the collected water into pure green hydrogen and oxygen, while a membrane keeps them from mingling. The oxygen is returned to the atmosphere, while hydrogen is held in the tank. The startup goes into greater detail about how it could be utilized in a single-family home. A 4-person family needs 20 panels on their roof to have enough heat and electricity all winter in a well-insulated house. A 1,000 square meter industrial scale roof would generate 2 to 4 tons of hydrogen per year, but a smaller roof with 20 hydrogen panels at home would generate 120 to 240 kilograms per year, or 4 to 8 kilowatt hours. These estimates, however, are for northern European countries, whereas greater sunlight would yield much more hydrogen. But why should hydrogen be preferred as a storage medium? How effective is the system? What are the advantages of these batteries over ordinary batteries? Advantages. The modularity of the panels is one of their advantages. The Solheid hydrogen panels are intended to be interoperable with commercial PV models and solely act as a carrier for solar modules. If you currently have solar panels installed on your roof, you may easily convert them to hydrogen production as needed. The hydrogen will be kept in an exterior tank. The most major benefit is that the hydrogen tank may be loaded with a large amount of hydrogen energy during the sunny months, which are normally from March to September. In the winter, the hydrogen can be turned back into energy using fuel cells, and here is where the system's primary benefit lies. While hydrogen cars are inefficient because they lose considerable amounts of energy as heat during the conversion process, practically all of the energy, including waste heat, can be utilized in homes, raising the system's overall efficiency to 90%. Approximately 60% of the fuel cell conversion process is transformed into heat and 40% into electricity. In the winter, the heat can thus be used to heat the house and warm the water, whereas electricity consumes 40% of the energy. As a result, 90% of the energy consumed in the winter is generated entirely by solar energy. This is not possible in the summer since batteries lose significant capacity over time, especially in freezing temperatures. Even if the energy was saved in July, it might still be used effectively in December. The most significant advantage is hence long-term storage ability. However, the Solheid project has a fundamental disadvantage in that it is an all-in-one hydrogen generation solution that does not yet offer a storage option. They primarily manufacture solar hydrogen panels, since the industry requires an increasing amount of hydrogen that may be used in a variety of ways. Another business is offering a storage option, but first we must understand the importance of hydrogen and how it is transformed to synthetic gas, which has the potential to replace practically all fossil fuels in a world powered entirely by renewable energy. We can't rely solely on massive wind farms, massive solar parks, and massive battery packs. We require an alternative to fossil fuels because they are used in the majority of our power plants and heavy industries. And this is when hydrogen comes in. It can be stored and turned into other gases, but it can also be blended with natural gas to reduce overall natural gas use by up to 30%. But that is not the game-changing edge. Hydrogen and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere can be combined to create synthetic gas, often known as green syngas. Natural gas has the same qualities as green syngas. It may thus be transported using existing gas infrastructure, burned in power plants, and utilized to create green steel in heavy industries. Instead of carrying fossil energy around the world in enormous tanker ships, the Solheid panel can produce it wherever it is required, decentrally. Home users might also manufacture and store hydrogen for themselves, or sell extra energy to the grid, as Tesla's smart grid virtual power plant allows. People who own a Tesla Powerwall with a solar panel can sell their extra energy to the grid, or even rent out the capacity of the battery as a storage service. But how can we envisage these devices being used to generate gas at home? When is this going to become a reality? And how much will it cost? Unfortunately, no pricing has been announced by the Belgian startup. They will initially only be delivered to large clients in order to expand production and achieve pricing comparable to ordinary solar cells. Private users may be able to purchase hydrogen panels beginning in 2026. Solar farms for hydrogen production are currently planned applications, which in conjunction with large-scale battery installations, absorb voltage spikes in the grid and make the energy available when needed, but also for industrial facilities or power plants with high hydrogen needs. The Solheid project, however, is not the only one seeing the potential of hydrogen as a long-term storage alternative. Picea, a Berlin-based business, established the first hydrogen storage system in a solar-roofed residential building in Germany in 2022. Solar energy may be used to power a total of 2,800 square meters all year. As a result, the tenants are fully unaffected by gas or electricity prices. And here's how it goes. A built-in hydrogen catalyst uses extra energy from the solar roof to replenish the hydrogen tank in front of the building. In the winter, the process is reversed to generate electricity and heat. The system is also available for single-family and multi-family homes, as well as for industries. Up to 10 tanks, each carrying 1,500 kilowatt-hours, can be installed. From March to October, when the sun is at its brightest, the battery storage can provide the system with electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, delaying the need for hydrogen to reduce total hydrogen consumption and increase efficiency, as the heat from the hydrogen system is not required. However, because hydrogen has a low density and we want to store a lot of it in a short place, storing it demands a lot of pressure. All of this does not appear to be inexpensive. Hold on tight now. A Picea system costs between 105,000 and 145,000 euros. The 145,000 euro system has a storage capacity of 7,500 kilowatt-hours. At the current stage of development, that is far too expensive. However, CATL, the world's largest battery producer, has begun mass production of salt batteries with 0% lithium in order to drastically reduce battery prices. Alternatively, you can upgrade your solar panels to run at night by adding a thermoelectric generator. Click the video to learn more and share your thoughts on the new hydrogen solar panel. Would you convert your solar panels to produce hydrogen?